How you doing? This is Egg Chasers. I'm Tim, and on this video I'm going to be looking at some of the rising stars, the one to watch for the Six Nations 2023, which is getting closer, and lots more content coming on this channel. So if I haven't already got your subscription, please do hit subscribe, and I'm hoping I'll earn it on this video. Like, share, and your comments as well, because what are the names of people you think their stock is going to rise? If we were investing in rugby players right now, like that whole Stonks meme from the other year, which players' stocks are going to the moon during this Six Nations tournament? I've got 3 names on this video. I'd love to know what yours are and what you think of mine, which starts with Chris Tshiunza. I can't see much disagreement there from anyone. Already emerged on the international stage and shown what he's about, but I just think this Six Nations is going to be a real breakout moment for him. I don't think Chris Tshiunza is going to start for Wales, but I think he's the perfect man, and I think Warren Gatland will be using him off the bench. He's 21 years of age, made his debut 2 years ago against Fiji, I think it was, in the Autumn Nations Series. 6'6", I think around about 17.5, 18 stone, athletic, can operate second row and back row. I don't know if you noticed where Warren Gatland had him listed. Wales's squad was not done alphabetically or anything. It was broken up, it looked to me like position by position. And with that in mind, Chris Tshiunza was put in with all of those great Welsh back rowers. And for that reason, and with that area of the field being so stacked, I expect to see Chris Tshiunza on the bench. Probably in maybe the number 19 jersey, covering second row, but also a back row option as well. And a back row is where he's done where he's pretty much exclusively been used by Exeter Chiefs this year. If you look at Chris Tshiunza and how he plays, a big defender, good line-out option, and he's powerful when he has the ball as well. He gets yards after contact, and he's elusive. Look at the power. That's him in the Under-20s World Cup last year, I think it was. And this was the game where he really announced himself at the Gallagher Premiership. The start of this season, Exeter v Harlequins, and Exeter have been using him in that wide channel, keeping him out there in the tram lines near the touchline, and he's so deadly there. He scored that try in the first half, and then he scored the winning try in the final moment, which was just an incredible moment, an incredible finale to the match. But again, he's lurking out wide, and he just shows his athleticism when Ollie Woodburn gives him the ball. And yeah, this guy has got star written all over him. Came from the Democratic Republic of Congo as well. When he was 10 years old, moved to Wales, Cardiff Blues Academy, Exeter picked him up, and they've got themselves an absolute gem, as have Wales. Expecting big things from Chris Tshiunza. Like I said, I don't think he'll start, but I think he'll get significant game time in the Six Nations and enough time to show what he's about. Nolann Le Garrec, this might be a little bit more of an unknown name. Scrum half, 20 years old, Racing 92, classic kind of French petit général in the making. And what Fabien Galtier seems to be doing with his French squad is building depth in this Six Nations. What a luxurious position France are in, where they can take their second and third choice players in, like Hooker. I think Hooker, they've done it, and scrum half and the back three. Just give their second and third choice a bit of a rest and let their fourth and fifth choice come in and have a chance. And I think that really could play into the hands of Nolann Le Garrec. And the second position behind Antoine Dupont has been taken by Maxime Lucu lately, and Maxime Lucu, come back into the squad. I expect him to, and he may well end up being the understudy for Antoine Dupont again. But Nolann Le Garrec's got an opportunity in this Six Nations, and I think he has the potential to make it. There is also Leo Coley, is it, another uncapped scrum half in the French squad? So sod's law, he'll end up being the person playing for France off the bench. But I'm hoping and expecting it to be Le Garrec, and if it is, we're in for a treat. This is the Barbarians against England, and Macalou just giving Nolann Le Garrec the ball, and I love the natural awareness and footballing skills. That just shows a real quality rugby brain, that little nudge in behind. And Le Garrec just has this knack, much like Antoine Dupont, of finding himself in the right place at the right time, just kind of floating and then injecting himself into a game. This try against Toulouse for Racing 92, and give him a sniff and he's gone. And with the French pack laying that kind of a platform, his ability to snipe and use the edges, but there's that intelligent thinking brain running those support lines like Antoine Dupont does so well. I think France have got themselves another gem there. Not that they need it, but they've got another one. So very much looking forward to Nolann Le Garrec. And finally on this video, Ollie Hassell-Collins. Wales have got LRZ. England, we have got OHC. And bring it on. This is England's starting left winger for the Rugby World Cup 2023. And probably overdue. Well, no, not probably. Definitely overdue. But I think Steve Borthwick will start him against Scotland. I'm really hoping so anyway. It's one of the frustrations of the Eddie Jones era, one of many, is that he didn't use this guy. But Eddie Jones obviously wanted a big winger, so he kept going to Joe Thockiner-Singer. And all I could think was, well, Joe Thockiner-Singer's not really doing it in the Premiership. Ollie Hassell-Collins doing it week in, week out in the Premiership has got such an upside to his game, and he's big. He's 6'4". He's 16.5 stone. So you want someone working in off the wing, and he's got the power and the size to do it. And actually, when you look at the potential England back three, had Elliot Daly not got injured, you had the prospect of Elliot Daly on one wing, 6'2" and 16 stone. Freddie Stewart, 6'5" and 17 stone. And Ollie Hassell-Collins, 6'4" and 16.5 stone. You've got some big boys, but that's not what makes Ollie Hassell-Collins so good. Although he did start as a second row, then moved to number 8, then to centre, then to full back, but eventually onto the wing. And you see with London Irish, he will hug that touchline and keep the width. Even when the players condense in the middle, he'll stay out wide, and you give him a sniff, and he has got wheels. Such an exciting player. And he's become the focal point of London Irish's play. They get the ball into his hand, and this fend, and then the swerve and the balance, and the gas to finish. He's about the most natural finisher since Johnny May. But he's got an all-round game. England, I expect to play quite a pragmatic brand of rugby, lots of box kicking. Here's a guy that's going to go up and challenge for the ball and chase all day. But you give him a sniff, and this is more the sort of try he'll get to score. Getting the backside out, giving the fans what they want. That's the sort of try you'll get more at international level. Defences are tighter, more in your face, and he's not going to get the sort of space he got here against Bristol. But you give him a sniff, and he's gone. And just look at this. Look at this for finishing. Wow. I love Ollie Hassell-Collins. I admit I'm biased because he went to the same school as me, and he's quite a bit younger than me, mind you, to the point that I actually played rugby with his dad. I was coming through the Colts at Newbury Rugby Club into the first team, and his dad was the tight head prop stalwart at the time. Yeah, his dad was a tight head prop, and he's a winger, and a very, very good winger as well. And I think the comparison with Lewis Rees-Zammit is not an unfair one. He's got the size, he's got the speed, and I think he's going to be a very, very popular rugby player. He could end up being, like Lewis Rees-Zammit, the sort of player that attracts casual rugby fans to the game just because of the way he plays. And another little fact about him, he has a tattoo of a golden snitch on his arm. That might be, I wonder if that's part of the reason why he wears the base layer, but he's got a golden snitch tattooed on his arm because he's a massive Harry Potter fan. There you go. Don't know whether that's a reason not to or to pick him. You can make up your own mind there. But there's my 3 names on this video. Any other names that you think should be featured in more videos of these ones to watch for the Six Nations 2023, please leave your comments. I'll be checking those out before I make the next video. And also hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, because there's loads of content coming in the build up to and during the Six Nations. In fact, I'm going to be at Twickenham for England v Scotland, so I will be doing action and reaction from the stadium itself. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.